we have another Patreon request, and this time it's from Felix Winsenman. I could pronounce anything. As for this request, we have a show that dates all the way back to the fascinating era of 2000, and it's called Honey and Clover. I think I vaguely remember hearing about this one, though to be fair, this was released in Japan when I was still in school. Why does time go by so fast? But this looks cute enough, so let's see what we got. Hey guys, welcome to the world's shortest episode of Manga vs. Anime, because honestly, these two formats are exactly the same. The end. But seriously, if you prefer to read manga or anime, there's practically no difference, so just choose your preference and don't worry about the other format, okay? Great. Honey and Clover, the manga, was first serialized in Cutie Comic Magazine in April 2000, and it was made by Chika Umino, who went on to also make runner-up for Best Anime of 2016. Oh, and she also did character designs for Eden of the East, so yeah, she's a pretty big deal there. The anime was released in spring 2005 and animated by JC Staff, the same studio that brought you the Mr. Cat Dad show, creepy aesthetics over the plot, the anime, and Hestia is Bestia. This highly acclaimed series of love, life, and art is about struggling art students going to college to perfect their craft while trying to find a job in their field and even try to find love. Yeah, it's one of these slice of life stories capturing the essence of youth, desires, and anxiety. Key emphasis on anxiety. The main character is Yuta Takemoto, a gentle soul who's just trying to find his place in life while going to school with his dorm mates Takumi Mayama and... That guy. That weird guy. Morita Shinobu. Oof. One day, Yuta's world turns upside down when a new student named Hagumi Hanamoto is introduced by the school's professor and her cousin Shuji Hanamoto. Yeah, don't forget that word. Cousin. Cousin. They're related. Hagu is a young woman who, despite her age, looks frail and childlike, but she happens to be one of Japan's most talented artists with a lot of promise and pressure placed upon her. So yeah, Yuta's in love with her. But so is Morita. So is Morita.
As of today, you're Nezumi Mouse 1. Now I want you to get up here and begin the fight.
Shinobu.
Godspeed, Hagu, good luck with this one. Meanwhile, a pottery protege named Ayumi Yamada joins in on the gang shenanigans once in a while, but has her heart set on Takumi-senpai. But he has his heart set on an older woman he used to work for, and just wants to take care of her because everyone around this show agrees she needs more hugs. Oh, and he sometimes works for an architecture firm that's run by two extremely flamboyant brothers named... Hold up! Zoom in! What is this? Mario. Luigi. Jeez, you guys, what was going on in the Mushroom Kingdom, you two? So, to keep this as basic as possible, this is a series of events following the lives of art students and seeing them react to the people they meet along the way and the events that occur that ultimately test their skills and mental stability. I can definitely see why this and March Comes In Like a Lion appeals to a lot of people, as it addresses the emotions some people feel in an overly demanding world full of expectations and pressure. While college can be super demanding, it's practically the last piece of haven young adults have before they have to step out and become full functioning adults. No pressure, you guys! Some of the students here are there because they know they like to work with their hands and want to see what they can create, while others are there because of their talents, so they're expected to create the new Michelangelo's David or something. At the same time, we watch these characters face each day trying to grow from their experiences while still making decisions based on their youthful emotions. Some more than others. Oy. Like they're trying their best to grow and mature themselves, but they can't help but let their emotions get the better of their judgment, whether it being in regards to love, or experiencing a crisis that completely cripples them, or, I don't know, make them ride a bike to who knows where. Existential crises are different for everyone, you guys. But yeah, this is essentially Honey and Clover. Art, love, life, and crippling emotions that make you second guess your poor life choices. Good old-fashioned youth. And what's my opinion on this? Well, I do have my pros and my cons. My main pros focus on the stories around Yuta and Hagu. Yuta lost his father, so he felt the need to take care of his mother, and she was basically the center of his universe at that time period. That is, until she met another man who cares a lot about her, and while Yuta was torn yet happy for her, he came to the realization that he had no goals for himself. All he ever did was take care of his mother, but now he's got nothing. He feels that he's good at crafting, so he goes to art school to see what he can build with his hands. Hagu, on the other hand, has a very good reason why she looks like a child, and not mainly for Lolita waifu reasons. Apparently, she was coddled all of her life due to her grandmother being so overly protective and strict. This is why she has a tight bond with her cousin Shuji, and he feels the need to protect her at all costs. But word got out about her talent and potential in art, so she goes to school to perfect herself in the field she loves, while also harboring a lot of pressure from experts in her field. This also leads to a lot of anxiety attacks when her fellow students tease her from time to time over her godlike talent. So our main characters do what they can to comfort and support her, especially when one of the biggest fears an artist can ever have actually happens to her, and dear God, why? This show is a roller coaster, I swear. So we see two different individuals with their own struggles trying to move forward and discover who they are and what they want to do with their lives. There's even an episode where Yuta rides around the country, just because, and he gets lectured by a young man who mostly struggled all of his life, so he sees Yuta as an entitled crybaby. But his boss points out that no matter the circumstances, we all have our own struggles to get through, and we really shouldn't compare our troubles as a means to make the other's tribulations feel less significant. Take that to heart, kids! We're all suffering together. Just be kind to one another, okay? Okay. So seeing these two grow from their shells at the very beginning while facing their own trials and obstacles is inspiring to witness, and you tend to learn from their lessons as well. As for my cons, I'll do my best to be brief. It's sad seeing Ayumi and Takumi try to move forward even when he knows that she loves him very much. They're still good friends, but goddamn she wants Senpai to notice her. That is until we meet Nomiya, Takumi's former boss at Fujiwara Design, and he falls in love with Ayumi. He's very blunt about his feelings and she seems a little interested, but best friendo of all time is telling this guy to back off. Why? Why do you care about what she does and who she dates if you're not going to date her? Like, he's in love with someone else and clearly told Ayumi that they should just be friends, but he won't let her date Nomiya? I get he's being a bit overprotective since he thinks she's too naive and Nomiya has a womanizer reputation, but of all the women to worry about...
Mommy didn't raise you to be so rude!
You're not my mother, Shinobu!
I think she'll be fine, bro. She can obviously take care of herself. Pretend your name is Elsa and let her go. Morita, on the other hand, has his ups and downs for me. He's sporadic, blunt, and does whatever he wants with very little care of what others think of him. But this character can be a bit much for me. He constantly scares Hagu in different ways, constantly fails his courses, and has repeated a few years, actually graduates with a grand send-off only to return the next day announcing that he's going to study in a new course, and will randomly disappear while the others will never know when he'll ever return. And also we're led to a different subplot involving his brother's revenge plot for the two of them to take down a corporation that ruined their father's life, but it honestly felt out of place for this kind of story. I mean, the man randomly wins an Oscar, and I find that more cohesive with this story than, hey bro, let's go avenge our father real quick, okay? Awesome! But as I talk more about Morita, I'll have to address some spoilers about the ending, so skip to this time frame to avoid spoilers. The last thing professionals who work with their hands want is to injure their hands enough that'll lead to permanent damage. And you guess it, a sudden windstorm blows over some glass panels that instantly shatter and cut Hagu up badly, especially her good hand. This puts Hagu in a deep depression as she wonders what will happen if she can no longer paint again. Shuji and Yuta do what they can to keep her spirits alive, but Morita offers her an escape. While she is talented in this field, she is also under a lot of stress and pressure, so this could lead to an escape for her as he promises to take care of her. By the way, he's loaded now since his revenge plot became successful, so he has no problem taking care of her for the rest of her life. It's a tempting offer since, well, surprisingly, between the sweet Yuta and the sporadic Morita, she falls in love with Morita. What the f***, really? But even though she loves him, she wants to try and heal her wounds so she can create art again. So she decides to stay with cousin Shuji, and guess what, guys? He admits that he loves her. Yeah, I think he's almost twice her age and, you know, her cousin, but it is what it is, I guess. Cousins! Oh, Japan. So everyone goes forth to live out their days with the choices they've made. Hagu is going with Shuji, Morita will stay in contact because of love. Takumi continues to work with the lady he loves, Ayumi chooses Nomiya, and they eventually get married. Dude, I'm not even kidding, March comes in like a lion confirms it. And Yuta goes off to travel Japan with a construction company refurbishing old shrines. And to send him off, Hagu gives him a lunchbox filled with honey and clover sandwiches. I'm not even kidding! I'm guessing to remind him of that one day they spent looking for 4-leaf clovers. She basically says with this present, "Thanks for the memories. Here, have some feels!" Sandwiches. Oh, Yuta. You need more hugs too. I'm not saying this is a really bad way to end the series, but she seriously chose Morita, but also her cousin. I'm honestly at a loss here, but what can you do? Overall, Honey and Clover does a decent job portraying the emotions of struggling youths trying to find their place in life. Whether it be looking for a job, perfecting your craft, finding true meaning in life, or discovering love, the creator of this story knew how to perfectly portray the trials, tribulations, and feelings some would experience while going through this phase in life. And honestly, she does it yet again with March Comes In Like a Lion, as it focuses on stressful expectations mixed in with depression. So Chika Umino really knows how to portray struggling youths in an understanding and beautiful way. I didn't really know what I thought of a show that's just about the daily lives of our students with Morita being Morita, but I understand what it was trying to portray and honestly appreciate it for what it is. You can watch all the episodes subbed and dubbed on Crunchyroll for free, or read all 64 chapters of the manga online. Trust me, there really is no difference between the two formats, so choose your preference and have fun. Or if you want a slightly different take on this story, you can always check out the Honey and Clover live action series. In the end, I'm glad I got to experience the story and would recommend it for anyone interested. If you're in the mood to watch a relatable story about growing up and self-discovery, then you should definitely check out Honey and Clover. Alright, that's another Patreon request down. What's next on the list?
I face up, I hold up, I reach up.
Oh boy! Down the Shin Megami Tensei rabbit hole I go. Whee! Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and again, thank you Felix for your awesome support through Patreon, and to all of our Patreon supporters just helping our channel stay alive. Thank you so much for supporting us through Patreon, and for anyone that's just been sharing our videos and leaving comments and liking our videos, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. We just couldn't keep Anime America alive without you guys, and I deeply appreciate it. Just be sure to leave a comment down below telling me what you think of this video, what you think of Honey and Clover. Don't forget, if you do really want to help us, just click on the like button and share this video on any social media platform where you thrive. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We got a lot of social media pages down below as well on Discord, and I'm frequently playing some games on Twitch, so be sure to follow me on Twitch as well. And we got a few of our other videos on our sister channel called Pop Spectrum, so be sure to check that out when you can. Really do appreciate you guys, so thank you so much for watching. More awesome videos will be on the way, so stay tuned to Anime America.